Hi! Hello, my dear sewing friends. It's Elisa here with Thoughtful Creativity. Thank you so much for being here today. And if you ever thought about sewing some of the items and then selling them for a little side hustle, then this video is for you. It took a lot of effort and a lot of ideas, and I truly hope that you will enjoy the list of items that you can sew and sell. And I totally get it that a lot of creative people, sewing enthusiasts including, have no intention of bringing any business-related side to their creative hobby whatsoever. Usually we avoid it like a plague. I get it. I'm kind of the same way, although I do have a YouTube channel dedicated to sewing. But last year was something completely different, something that we have never experienced before. And given the circumstances and regarding the comments underneath my videos, I do know that a lot of you went back to sewing after a really long break of not touching a sewing machine at all. And now this year, things are different. Things are tougher, and I think that some of us could use a side hustle or two. At least an idea of a side hustle is also comforting. And even if you don't intend of sewing and selling anything at all, then use these items for gift ideas or maybe some useful items to make around your house as well. So without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Now, before we get started, I wanted to let you know that this video has been sponsored by Skillshare, and I absolutely love working with them because not only it supports the channel, it also gives me that creative freedom, and besides, they're just an amazing platform that I absolutely love. So I'll let you know about their free offer a little bit later in the video, but let's get started on our list. And the first category of items that I want to introduce you to is bathroom/beauty items that you might use or you might make to sell. And the first item is a magic item because it checks all of the boxes. It's easy to make, it doesn't use a lot of fabric, it's very quick in production as well. Plus, and the most important thing is that it's a very useful thing. And what is it? It's a towel head wrap. Now, the reason why I made one, and this one is for myself, is because I'm one of those people that I don't blow dry my hair, and then I've been so very much guilty about going to bed with wet hair. It's just, I know, it's pretty bad. And if I just put a big towel on my head, I forget about it, and then I go around the house doing some stuff, and then it falls and undoes itself, and it just, So this is really awesome because it has an elastic loop on one side. It has a button on the other side, and then you put it on your head and you secure it, and it doesn't go anywhere, and it stays right there. And I made mine in plain blue. You can make yours in any color of the rainbow. If you're going to sell them, you can monogram them. You can add some special message on the bottom. I mean, you can go all out on these. These can even be like a bachelorette party gift or stuff like that. I mean, seriously, sky's the limit. The best part is, if you are a member of the channel, which is a paid function, then you do have a template available for you, so that way you don't even have to worry about drafting it or doing anything else. You have a template available, so that way you can get started on making one for yourself or to sell. Now, this next item on our bathroom beauty essential list was actually a gift from my dear friend Claire from Penguin and Pear Sewing Channel. Definitely check her out. And these are makeup removal pads, reusable ones. So cute, so amazing. They exfoliate really nicely. And I have seen quite a few of these pop up on the internet lately as well. So I think people are looking for reusable, more sustainable options to have in their bathrooms. And this is definitely a great idea. And I absolutely love the fabric that she chose from one side, toweling on the other side. These are just little squares that you sew together, leave a little opening to turn them right side out, and stitch over it. And that's it. Claire, thank you so much. These are just absolutely amazing, and I will leave her tutorial for you guys in the info box below in case if you'd like to check them out. So you can make this together in a combo with a head wrap or just by itself. Possibilities are endless. Okay, so I don't think we can do a beauty/bathroom essential list of things to sew and sell without cosmetic zipper pouches. And obviously these can be any zipper pouches that you want. They can be tool pouches, pencil cases, whatever you would like. But in this case, you can also make them for cosmetics or bathroom essentials or travel essentials as well. This is a little bit more involved make because it does involve a zipper, lining, outer fabric. It still is a pretty simple one, takes about 30 minutes. And especially if you make quite quite a few of them in a row, it's really not that difficult. But you can definitely personalize them, play around with different fabrics, order some really cool fabric, especially if you go for like logos of sports teams. Oh, I bet everybody would love them. Girls, boys, anybody on your list. Now, another item that I would like to put on this bathroom/beauty essential list of things to sew and sell is a bathrobe. And I know what you're thinking. Usually when it comes to clothing, sewing and selling clothing items, it's a little bit more difficult than sewing smaller items because in these, there's no sizing involved. In clothing, it's a little bit different. Plus, you have to have a pattern or draft it or whatever else. And it usually takes a little bit more time than producing something smaller. However, with bathrobes, sizing is a little bit easier. Plus, you can draft a pattern yourself. I will have a video coming up in a couple of weeks on that topic. And it seems like bathrobes are having a comeback. And I know it sounds weird because bathrobe is not a new item. It's been around for forever. But on some of the online shops that I follow for some sewing inspiration, I've seen quite a big selection of bathrobes recently. Maybe it's because spring is coming, but you can make bathrobes out of linen. I've seen some of the options. You can make some bathrobes more like a dressing gown. Of course, you can make some more traditional bathrobes. And again, you can embroider them, monogram them, and use all sorts of different interesting techniques to make it more special and more attractive as an item to sew and sell. So one of the reasons why I was making this list is because I was playing around with the idea of selling or not selling at the local farmers market. So I'm curious to hear from you guys. Have you thought or considered selling or not selling your handmade items? Or maybe this idea have come across your mind a couple of times. Maybe you've taken the leap, maybe something didn't happen or something did happen. Do let me know about that in the comments below. I would love to read what you guys have to say. Now, this is the part of the video where I would like to tell you a bit more about today's sponsor, which is Skillshare. And you guys know better than anybody that I've been a big fan of Skillshare way before we started working together. So I can totally, truly vouch for them. Besides, here's the thing. If you do want to start a side hustle, but you don't want sewing to become that side hustle, Skillshare is really awesome for you. Because let's say you want to learn how to decorate a cake. You got this. There is a class about that on Skillshare. You want to know more about leatherwork? Why not? You want to try your hand at wood burning? You got this. I'm being serious. There is thousands of classes for your learning, for your creativity, from lifestyle to photography to fine art to sewing. Pretty much anything you would like you can find on Skillshare. And the thing that I like the most about the classes that I personally take is that number one, they are really well organized. Number two, a lot of them have either homework or additional materials with them so that you have something to establish your knowledge and something to complete after the class is done. And number three, it's really all about learning, so there's no ads. So it's a little bit different than YouTube and definitely on a different kind of level. So for first 1,000 subscribers that will click on the link in the info box below, you get a free trial of premium Skillshare membership. So that way you can try it for yourself and see what I'm talking about. I truly enjoy Skillshare. I'm actually still on the same class that I did last time because I am continuing my sketchbook and I'm continuing to do it in gouaches. So the class I'm taking is by Leah Gorin and it's all about exploring gouache and how it works and what are the differences between gouache and watercolor. So definitely take a look. If you do decide to subscribe after your free trial, it comes out less than $10 per month with the annual subscription. So that's what I do and it's definitely worth that. Kitchen items, another great category of items to sew and sell. We're going to start with a very traditional kitchen item, which is an apron. This one I made for my toddler and it's already been used. You can tell. If you are a member of this channel, then you do have instruction sheets available with sizing provided for the adult aprons and toddler size aprons. So you don't even have to worry about, figuring out the sizes. You have the measurements. You just have to draft a pattern for yourself. And these also come together very quickly. In about 30 minutes or so, you'll be able to make an apron, which then you can customize, you can personalize, you can make out a really fun fabric, and then you can present it as an item to sew and sell. Now, as I mentioned, I do feel that we as a society are moving into the direction of having more sustainable lifestyles and having items in our houses that we can use time and time again versus something that's single use and disposable after just that one use. And you can dig a little deeper into that topic and take a look of what kind of actions people are taking and what kind of items they're replacing single use with multi-use items. You know, cloth napkins are just one simple example of how people are replacing paper towels with something that they can use time and time again. So definitely dig a little deeper and take a look, and there is a full array of items that you can make, like cloth diapers and whatnot, you know, that are a little bit more sustainable and that people are looking forward to purchase in order to change their lifestyle a little bit. So definitely take a look into that. Another good idea that you can use as an item to sew and sell in a kitchen area are pot holders. And I say that because when I made these for a gift from my friends and family, I did get quite good feedback about them, saying that they were really nice, they matched the interior, and they were really useful as well. The only thing that I'll tell you is that you need to make sure that you get the right materials for your pot holders or your oven mitts or anything else that's supposed to work with the heat. So I will leave the tutorial for you in the info box below. Definitely check it out. Besides, you can always do a combo between the pot holders or oven mitts with the aprons as well. Coasters, another great item to sew and sell for a few reasons. Really easy to make, use a scrap fabric or a really minimal amount of fabric, plus you can really let your imagination loose, because I made this really cute set as a Christmas gift for one of my friends. She is a big cat lover, and I made these little coasters in the shape of cat faces, which is really cute. She absolutely loved them. And if you are a member of this channel, then you do have that template for a cat face coaster for you to download as well. But obviously you can make them in any shape you want, in any fabric that you want. Just really have fun with them. Now, another category that I think will do particularly well for the items to sew and sell is fashion accessories. And I'm holding the first one on my list in my hands. This is actually something that my mom made for me quite some time ago, but it never gets old. A good scarf, who doesn't like a good scarf? It's a great accessory. Besides, it's so easy to make. It's just a square or a rectangle of fabric that you hem, and that's it. If you want, you can go a step further and you can make just plain silk scarves and then you can dye them, or you can block print them. Or you can just buy some really beautiful fabric and hem it, and it's ready to go. I've made a dozen of these over the years as gifts, and I've always got some really great feedback from people saying that they absolutely love their scarves. I think scrunchies is a no-brainer. I definitely have to include them in this list when it comes to fashion accessories. Besides, it's a great scrap buster when you do have a lot of scrap fabric or maybe little remnants left over from some other project as well. And you can sell them in sets as well. Besides, we've seen some great success on the market of other people making and selling scrunchies, so it's definitely something to try. When it comes to fashion accessories in summertime, I definitely think that we can try our hand at really breezy and fun beach cover-ups. And I just did a video about a really pretty white linen blouse that was made out of half oval, and a lot of you guys in the comments below said, you know what, this could be a really cool beach cover-up. Thank you so much for those comments. You always have some great, amazing ideas. So yes, you can draft your own beach cover-up. Sizing is a little bit easier than on any other garment because it's supposed to be loose. You can draft it yourself, and you can use some really fun fabrics for that. Why not? And I don't think that I can finish this list without saying that you can also sew a tote. I think tote is a great item. It is a very universal item, and I think that a lot of people out there are selling totes. However, a lot of people out there are also selling scrunchies. So if you find something that you can make in a different manner, a little bit more unique, a little bit more specific, or with some sort of interesting detail, why not? As I mentioned, all of the tutorials and every single link that I've mentioned will be in the info box below for you guys to take a look. Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!